shade. We need to move over to the Senate side where there's shade. Good. Paradise is like a park. Angela Jolie. Equals 1 of 200,000 per year per 526,000 minutes per year. Equal to U.S. breast cancer victims. As a percentage of the 100 per minute per day who die from all causes. Hi. Gotta get one of these characters out of here. Hi, are you that hot? No, you're not that hot. What are you, antsy? You thirsty? What is it? You need a bath. Angela Jolie. Equals 1 of 200,000 per year per 526,000 minutes per year. U.S. breast cancer victims as a percentage of the 100 per minute per day total world deaths. What's up, Mecca? What's up? You want to go? We've been here a long time, huh? Okay, I'll try to pack this up then. Hi. 1 of 150,000. 150 million. 1 of 150 million holds hands with 1 of 140 million. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta pack up. This thing is not working. God is greater. Allah Akbar. Global Public's Marching Hearts Club Band needs you. Good. Public Health and Safety Day. How are you?
Good, Bill.
Glad to hear it. Who? And how's your family? Good. Good. This is Mecca, and I'm going to untangle Mecca so we don't have an accident. Good. Mecca, meet John. Snake, white snake. Say hi to John, Mecca. Good, Mecca.
1326 hours.
Good dog.
And how have you been, John?
Been well. How have you been?
Good. Heaven and hell. Man. Well, me.
bad?
Yeah. Whoa.
Did you get your place? You were getting free.
Yeah, 95% done. They left some.
Now, had you moved out and then moved back in?
Yeah. Yeah, and I haven't really moved back in yet. I got 2 Marines moving, helped me get it all out. Now I got to review the storage and find out. It'd be better to throw it all away or something and
Start all over? Or do you really miss the stuff?
Well, I don't have the back scrubber in the shower. I don't have the external hard drives that have all the past stuff that I've done, and there are a few things I miss, but most of it. And I got 2 dogs up in Maine. If you're interested, I got 2 more like this.
That they're yours? Or?
Yeah. And I found a home for them in Oregon. They'll adopt them, but I got to ship them out there.
Probably not cheap.
No, that's how I got them. I flew out to Oregon and brought them back. I spent $40,000 in about a year's time on running around with dogs. Woo. Way too much, but yeah, last time I saw you was down by the Christmas tree. No, I've seen you since then, I think.
Probably we're hearing about
Yeah, we have in passing. Last time we really talked, I think, was over by the. I was concerned about.
Is this a hound?
Yeah, this is an Afghan sight hound, Mecca. They were bred to be the hunting dog for the royal family.
Very pretty.
Yeah, I'm really suffering. They need, to be on duty every day, running around the place 10, 20 times. That's their energy level. And Mecca has had to wait and wait while I work on the computer. And good as gold, suffering through it like a refugee or something, but the energy level's been affected.
Looks well behaved.
Pretty well, but another dog or little kids, the hunting instinct comes out. And won't bite, but it'll run right up to you, and then wants to play and have you be at the same level. So people don't understand. They get afraid. They could get hurt because the little kid run away and a car drive by, hit the kid. The kid's not looking where they're going. That's why I got Mecca tied to my leg now. And yesterday we did some good work with kids. After that happened on the Senate steps, some nice people came by and they were taking a picture of their child, and they let me hold the camera, and all 3 of them posed, and Mecca saw me loving the kids. So Mecca's learning. Yeah, hopefully. You need a little radio, Mecca? They're so intelligent. They're practically human. Then they can regress and they go back. But how's your family doing?
Everybody's doing well.
Good. USCP have enough therapists and counselors for all the officers?
I'm not sure about that.
Are you getting like once a year at least
Yes.
counseling session?
Future counseling session.
Good.
If you need more, they'll arrange for it.
With no stigma, I hope.
Correct.
And
The guys are, somewhat anonymous.
yeah, there should be a random sampling. It's Public Health and Safety Day, Tuesday each week. How are you?
Good, how about you?
Glad to hear it. Okay.
What kind of puppy is that?
An Afghan hound.
Afghan hound.
I got 2 more if you want any. We can train them and donate them to Afghan villages and build goodwill.
I see. I'd like to have one.
Well, let me know. The officers can find me.
I bet.
Any possible leads for the two? And
Yeah, the original owner of the father for the breed, he has a 360-acre ranch, property in Montana. So,
you had to go all the way to Oregon.
yeah.
Did you fly for all that, or?
Yeah, I flew out there. I flew them back when they were puppies in crates. They took 2 crates, 2 puppies in one in the other. I wanted to walk from National Airport all the way back with them, but they were too small. So, ended up having to take a cab with them. Then up in Maine, we were had to take a limo from Portland, Maine, or somewhere up into the North Country, and cost almost $900 for a limo ride, man. Oh, may God forgive me.
Just to get some dogs from one end of the U.S. to the other.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of it that way.
Have you seen Brodsky? Has Brodsky seen Mecca?
Brodsky.
Aaron?
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah.
Because he was a huge fan of Big Man.
Yeah. Aaron said I gotta feed like 3 cans a day instead of 2 because Mecca's so bony. Yeah. But the poor BBC today, I gave them a hard time. I said, "Do you have a permit?" And they said, "Yeah." They lied. And then he showed me his press credentials. And then I said, "Who signed your permit?" And the guy said, "President Obama." I said, "Oh, the Secret Service is going to want to know about you getting anger that's directed at you and mentioning the president's name to deflect it." And so then they finally did their little stand-up piece. And I pointed out at the Supreme Court, they let them set up on the sidewalk with no permit needed.
Sure.
So they missed the real story. Who's in charge? Who controls this area? Who's the officer who has the authority to sign this?
Not me.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They'd learn a lot more up the chain of command, and they could investigate the guy and see, like, poor sergeant that had or maybe some other conflict, like maybe find out Gaynor signs it. He's sergeant at arms. Well, he was assistant chief of police for D.C. Now he's sergeant at arms for the Senate. And Harry Reid is the majority leader, a former USCP officer and Nevada state cop. Hey, is this a police state undercover? You know, they'd really get a story. And they find out, no, Harry Reid was also a minister and a teacher.
Chris Matthews.
Chris Matthews.
From CNBC.
Yeah.
He was a Capitol police officer.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how long or years,
Uh-huh.
but I know at some point in there he was.
This ear feels thicker than the other one. I don't know if it's the hair or the skin or what. But they'd find out Harry Reid was also a minister and a teacher, is what one person told me. I haven't verified that yet.
Jobs in. He's done a.
Yeah.
I know he was a boxer too.
No, Harry Reid?
Yeah, Harry Reid.
No, he must have been like bantamweight or something. He's so light. He's like Mecca.
Probably.
He's like Mecca. He's lightweight. Wow, Harry Reid. With his constituency, he has to be a boxer, I guess.
Fan of boxing.
Phantom.
Brings in a lot of money for their state.
Bantam boxing brings in a lot of money, huh? Yeah, they were going to abolish the wrestling in the Olympics and go in with the kickboxing instead.
I thought they did, didn't they?
I guess, yeah.
Wrestling.
Yeah. My dad was a wrestler. It's in our family.
Greco-Roman or?
No, collegiate style, U.S. Naval Academy. He was captain of the team in '87, and the captain before him, Joe Henson, is my godfather. And his son, Josh, is the godson of my father. So we're like double godbrothers. And he's right around this area. It's hard to get a hold of him.
People are always busy.
Yeah, he got married a beautiful woman half his age, and I guess they had a kid and stuff, and I haven't caught up with him at all.
Well, that'll take a lot of time.
Yeah.
Just like I'm sure Mecca takes a lot of time. Now
Well, see, Mecca's a real saint. Mecca suffers. I spend all this time on the internet, and Mecca's due for a bath. They're supposed to get like 1 bath a week, even 2
you
baths.
have like a vet here in the city you take it?
Yeah. But Mecca has been to the vet regularly. I got the paperwork. I don't know if I have it on me.
Where is it? I don't even recall ever seeing that's around DC.
Yeah, up in Tinley Circle, there's a vet.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a letter from my own doctor, first of all, to prescribe me the dog as a service
Well,
animal.
of course.
So that's the only way we can get into the Underground Visitor Center.
It's just like Big Wig was.
Yeah. And they wouldn't honor this the night that Senator Inouye had died or something. I came over with it, and I had finally gotten everything organized. I said, nope, not tonight. You're not coming in. Then here's the one in Maine, North Country Vets. I don't have a DC one, I guess. The Universal Declaration of Individual and Group Rights from the United Nations, the U.S. Constitution.
Got all the handy.
Yeah, and some more. But if you don't have your paperwork, you can't go a lot of places. And
What kind of haircut is he get trimmed like every few months, or do they let it just grow long?
yeah, there's
Or does it
they've
kind of take care of itself?
yeah, I don't know if I wrecked the coat because I didn't have any dog shampoo when I used some antibacterial shampoo like about 4 or 5 months ago. One time. And a lot of the color came out of the hair. Mecca looked like a white dog, pretty near white. And then came back. The color all came back. But it tends to mat up really easily, and it's like cotton underneath, the cotton undercoat. And I have some combs and brushes. I don't know if I have them in here or not. No, I don't have the combs or the brushes. But I've got Big Wig's old vest, and I let Mecca wear it.
Well, it just gets passed on, that's all.
Yeah. I have some of Big Wig's cells in DNA storage.
Do you really?
Yeah, they're frozen somewhere. I gotta contact them and see how that's going. One guy said it costs as much as a new car to artificially inseminate a dog with the DNA. Because you got to put it in the egg of another dog, and then the egg has to get put up in the uterus. And he said that's the hardest part, getting it up into the uterus.
Well, was Big Wig a specific breed, or?
Yeah, Husky and Terrier mix. Good combination of intelligence and Husky, sturdy dog.
So then you would first have to find that same kind of breed.
Yeah, you'd have to crossbreed. I doubt there's too many Husky Terrier mixes. Mecca.
Jason, right?
Trying to get this to clip here. Ouch. Jason, hi. Yeah, I'm trying to think. We have met before. What did we talk about last time?
Probably, I'm from Boston, so probably
Okay.
a little bit about Harvard.
Okay. Trying to remember that. But, well, poor Harvard has a real apartheid caste system going there. Man, I'm an alumni. They gave me a no trespassing warning, no written warning, no reason why.
Alumni dues. That's...
They call me for dues. I talk to the girls about the heroin problem at Harvard and some of the other problems, and the girls listen. They listen. And then I see stuff show up in the between the lines. Harvard does a great job between the lines, but on the table, So how are you, Jason?
Hang in there.
Good.
Looking forward to a trip to Far Eastern Europe. Soon.
Far Eastern Europe.
Turkey and the Republic of Georgia.
Georgia, wow. Well, we're taking bids. Who wants to bid how much money to Syria for like a nice 10-mile strip there on the Turkish-Syrian border? Maybe Russia put in a bid for the eastern border, sell a right of way to Iran to be able to go to Syria and back on a peace corridor. Israel put up bids, man. You can bid all the way around Israel. Maybe Australia come in there. Then Israel wants to bid on Western Australia and get a nice Jerusalem South going or something.
Down under.
Nice beaches, surfing.
Yeah, down under, nice beaches, surfing, desert, feel at home, or more desert. Only need 860,000 square miles is all the whole size of Israel. A little teeny thing. Fit it in small.
Lots of different areas.
Yeah, a lot of different. Mexico, U.S., Arizona invites Israel to bid on a corridor along the border. Hydroponic farming, but you lose your lease if anyone sneaks across it. Those Israelis will be out there guarding their patch of 5-acre lease, man. Nobody gets across here. Yeah. Of course, we'd have to give them limited sovereignty on the 5 acres, but be right on the border. Put a Department of Homeland Security out of business, and we get paid. We get paid by them for the lease money. The UN has that in New York, right? We deeded to New York, from New York to the UN.
Right on the water.
Yeah, the East River. And some cop that looked like one of Bill Clinton's off-the-record kids in a UN police uniform kicked me out. He wouldn't let me go in. So I walk up the hill, and I go get a pedicure from somebody 4 or 5 blocks from there. Reminds me of Hillary. She says, "Is this what you want?" I said, "No." And she gave me an ingrown toenail out of the deal. I'll never forget. And finally, a real New York cop showed up. And he was embarrassed at everything that had happened. So that made me feel better about him. Yeah, poor Mecca. We got to get you in the shade over on the Senate side, huh? What else do you or I need to know? Boston, there's a certain brand of car out now, a van, has these lines of sharp edge aerodynamic lines. It looks just like the tarp over the boat they found the kid huddled up in. Yeah, they drive by, they park on my trail. Yeah, Czechoslovakia, Czechnia, check marks on Twitter to verify it's a reliable source. Czechs, guys walking by in check shirts. It's a pretty big they bury them in Virginia, CIA country, Langley, they bury them.
We're going to be near Chechnya, Dagestan, that area.
Yeah.
Take all the wine in Georgia.
Well, a repentance strategy then was what we need, where that guy in Chechnya, the rebel leader, he had some tigers for pets, and Putin is trying to save the Siberian tigers, so they got something in common with the tigers. If you can get some African game preserve people or something, and what else could be done? I tried to get Ayatollah Saeed Khamenei to say what Muslims have to do, which Muslims have to do to come into compliance with the Iranian Revolution Constitution. I wanted a list from him. Because in Syria they're saying that some groups, Hamas is allied with the dictatorship of Assad, and a certain tribe and then the other ones, and they say the young kids dealing drugs are the ones who are fighting. They're not real revolutionaries. They're DuPont Circle drug dealers wanting to get their country under their thumb. But I sort of blame myself for not having my book published and being at the Kaaba in 2000. This would all be my revolution to restore Islam to its true.
A little behind, huh?
Yeah, and because a U.S. Capitol Police officer right about here, he came up and he said, well, if you're a few years late, it won't matter. This was back in 1999. That's when then Clinton shows up, he balances the budget. Everything's ready. They're waiting. And I didn't come through in 2000. But I'm a lot smarter now than I was then, so.
That's what happens.
Yeah, but if you're on time, it would have been a lot easier. A lot fewer people would have died. There would have been no Iraq war. Then the other side of it is the Bible says there'll be wars and rumors of wars and stuff like this. So it's someone else mentioned that, not me. I don't like war.
I'm not sure too many people do.
But it's a real political, it's like in football, a strategy, war, bodyguards and war zone cultures. You can take control of the world by having a mixed up area where there's no democracy, and you can make stuff happen that scares everybody, and you're in control of the war zone. And the bodyguard culture then thrives off of that with all the black SUVs showing up and stuff, instead of the insurance man writing a policy on the replacement cost of the area and saying, okay, this is all the money you get to protect yourselves. You can't govern well enough to keep the streets open, we'll rebuild them. You know, if somebody gets so angry at you that you can't educate the people in Connecticut, then we will pay the insurance policy, and you're not going to get reelected because of a tragedy like Sandy Hook, I guess it was.
Yes.
Sandy Hook. They should have peer-to-peer greeters at the doors at the school. When you walk in, you should see 3 of your classmates randomly selected and rotated every week. And they will look you in the eye the way USCP goes around and be friendly and looking people in the eye. And then adults could stand outside the school if necessary. In Saudi Arabia, when you walk from Yemen into Saudi Arabia, you have to bend down and go under a bar that's about 4 feet tall, and a guy sits there and watches everybody bend and go under the bar, because you can't have many explosives wired to you if you can bend and go under the bar. Yeah, I joined the NRA. They had Charlton Heston as their leader. Yeah, back in 2000 when I was supposed to be ready. And here it is 12 years later. So I joined up and suggested these ideas about peer-to-peer greeters. I wanted automatic weapons to automatically dial 911 when the trigger release was turned off. I wanted weapons that took pictures every time the trigger was pulled, so that police and soldiers and everybody would have that, and make automatic weapons more automatic. And no matter how much kill power you get, the more kill power you get, the more the thing has computers and phones in it, because you figure if you've got to unlock that thing, you want the police around.
Right. I like that life imitates art a lot of times. In a lot of movies, they have weapons that will not fire unless that weapon is linked to your DNA.
Ah!
My DNA doesn't match that weapon, it won't fire at all.
That's great. Yeah, like the thumbprint hard drives.
Exactly.
Yeah. They say you put Scotch tape on your thumb, though, and it fools the thing to...
The technology's there, it's just you gotta...
Yeah, voice print recognition, biometric, on, gun! And then some humorous guy will make it, gun won't go on, batteries are dead, I'm going to get killed because of some little trifle thing. But, I don't know, they had those crank radios, all you have to do is crank them to charge the batteries. You get a little crank in your stock of your gun, it's charged up. Yeah. Plus batteries to back it up, plus you can plug it in at night, have many, like the lights we have out here on Pennsylvania Avenue for 10 years, running all night, burning the fuel. When I asked for a dual plug-in or generator lights, and the guy, he said I already bought them. But they're wearing out, so next time let's buy ones that can plug in or generate from a gasoline. I had a really good session here today. The Chinese people are so smart. Welcome.
Excuse me.
Yes.
This is Longworth, this one here?
Yes.
Yeah, great, thanks very much. Thanks.
Let us know how we can do better, please. Good. I bet you will, as that officer would say. What else do you or I need to know? Time to pray.
We'll leave you a piece to do that.
Okay, or when's your break? We can pray together. As long as you take off your helmet or something to show you're off duty. One Supreme Court officer said he would have a robe in his pack, and during break all he had to do was change out of his duty shoes, take off his hat, slip on the robe, and he's good to pray. So maybe the counselor should mention that. Put it in the booklet. You have the right when you're off duty to really get off duty and cover your uniform quickly and easily and transition to your civilian role, so you know you're not representing the department by being in uniform, and then return to your duty an hour later. One guy should stand outside when they're eating it.
Way down there, I can see, is that the Smithsonian way off in the distance there, that big dome and stuff?
That's the Native American Smithsonian Castle.
Very much, sir.
Is that going to be okay when I start the bike up?
Are you going to be okay when Jason starts the bike up, Mecca?
To get startled, and make sure he's going to be okay.
Yeah, that's good to get a family together before things start happening, Jason's. You're a good counselor.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Likewise, likewise. God willing, I hope, John. Good, Mecca. Good, Mecca. Good, Mecca. Good, Mecca. Good, Mecca. Good, Mecca. Good. Hi. Good. Good, Mike. Good, Mike. Allah Akbar! It sounded like who said you won, but who's walking along? Good, Mecca. Allah Akbar! Okay, I wonder how much time is left on this. $1:53, 20:24 should be left on it. Here's who. Good. I can't tell if that thing's got a charge. It looks empty to me. Good. Good. Teamwork. Families. Value. Good. Good, that's on. Good, alhamdulillah, hallelujah. Allah